How deep is the sea? You're under the sea, doing a free dive. You think it's beautiful here, quiet, peaceful, and you can almost hear what's on your mind. When you look down, you suddenly think of what's there. What else can you see if you can? Still swim underwater? Above all, you ask yourself, how deep is the sea? Don't worry, in this video, we'll answer that. The deepest you can reach for recreational scuba diving is 40 meters. When you reach 93 meters, you'll see the Lusitania ship that sank in May 1915. The ship is 240 meters high, so you stand it will fall to the surface of the water. Aside from that, blue whales also hunt in this depth. Of course, this part is still bright, so it helps the blue whale to see its prey. In this depth, it's dangerous because you can die from decompression sickness, especially if you reach 100 meters. However, an Australian freediver named Herbert Nitsch set a record in freediving when he was able to reach 214 meters in one breath. The pressure here is 26 times stronger than above water. Most of us can't handle this kind of pressure. In this depth, USS Triton submerged when it was able to circumnavigate the whole world. 1960. If this is added by more than 100 meters, it is possible for freediver and USS Triton to reach the scuba diving record set by the Egyptian ex-army named Ahmed Gabor. It reached a depth of 332 meters. Do you know the famous Empire State Building in New York? If you put it underwater, it will reach 443 meters. It's deep, but not as deep as a blue whale. As the largest animal on the planet, a blue whale can dive up to 500 meters. While they swim in that depth, they will be surpassed by emperor penguins that can dive up to 535 meters deep. The Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world, and if you put it under water, its tip will reach a depth of 830 meters. It's scary to be that deep, but you will be more scared when you reach 0 meters because the light can't reach from above, and you can't see anything in this depth. It is called the midnight zone. According to data, most of the sea creatures that can be seen here are blue, such as eyeless shrimp. It is also cold in this zone for hydrothermal vents that can heat the water around it up to 800 degrees Fahrenheit. At a depth of 1,280 meters, can reach the deepest that a leatherback turtle can swim. When you reach 2,000 meters, you will encounter a scary sea creature, the black dragonfish. You can't see it if you don't turn on your flashlight here. At 2,240 meters, you can reach the deepest that a sperm whale can swim and even bigger squids. If you can see a picture of sperm whales, they usually have scratches on their bodies. And this is because they usually fight giant squids. However, the deepest that a QVA beak whale can reach is up to 2,992 meters. At 3,800 meters, you can see the wreck of the Titanic. On June 22, 2023, a Titan submarine to the wreck of the Titanic imploded due to the high pressure below, which is estimated to be 378 times stronger than above the water. Not a single person on board survived the implosion. In this part, you can also see some sea creatures such as hagfish and Dumbo octopus, the deepest living octopus in the world. According to data, the average depth of the seafloor is 3,688 meters. Of course, there are many seas with deeper floors. In 1941, the battleship Bismarck sank in naval war. It sank to a depth of 4,791 meters. At 6,000 meters below, you will reach the Hadal zone of the sea. At this depth, the pressure is already very The pressure here is so strong that it's like you're lifting 50 jumbo jets. In short, you have no chance of surviving. At this depth, at 6,500 meters, you will reach the maximum that a submarine can reach to find. The wreck of the Titanic. If you sink Mount Everest under the sea, its tip will reach 8,848 meters. In 1997, it was discovered in a survey that Serena Deep is the second deepest ocean floor that has been surveyed by humans. And if humans are the ones to talk, some have gone deeper than Serena Deep. In 2012, I boarded a submarine called Deep Sea Challenger, and the famous director James Cameron reached a depth of 10,898 meters. Even so, James Cameron has not yet surpassed the record set by the oceanographer Jacques Piccard and Lieutenant Don Walsh. They boarded a submarine and it took them 5 hours to reach a depth of 10,916 meters. In the following years, some unmanned submarines have also gone deep to find out what's underneath the ocean. One of these is the Kaiko, a remotely operated submarine that has collected more than 350 species on the seafloor from 1995 to 2003. Even so, many experts say that this is still not enough and that there are more than 1,000 species that live under the sea that we have yet to discover. The deepest surveyed by humans is the Challenger deep floor, located 300 kilometers southwest of Guam Island. It is 10,994 meters deep. According to the data, only 5% of the ocean is being explored. We do not know how deep 95% of the ocean is yet to be explored. We also do not know what kind of creatures can be seen there or how strong the pressure is underneath. One thing is for sure, in the coming years, decades, and centuries, we will be able to better understand how deep the ocean is. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification